I hate the patriarchy. It was your idea. We didn't come up with that idea. It was your idea. It was men's idea.
Not all men, okay?
This whole concept of like, oh, I'm not gonna be with nobody if they don't pay all my bills. Okay, I love that for you.
Yeah, I mean, they're usually single, the ones that say that.
That's how it goes when you're partners. Like,
Yeah,
you
there is
figure
no
it out.
deep-ass conversation about it. Like,
Right, and what are we talking about here?
yeah, it's really never been that deep to me. I have been in a long-term relationship since the beginning of time. Sometimes he has more, sometimes I have more.
What's up, YouTube? JayBReacts back in with another video. Now y'all gonna have to bear with me on this video. You're gonna have to bear with me because we're gonna be reacting to Joy Taylor. And Joy Taylor can be a bit much, a bit extra, a bit everything. But she's going off on men. I don't know if this woman is playing a character or not. The special guest added a little bit of a breath of fresh air, but ultimately this conversation was diabolical. But I'm gonna let y'all be the judge of that. Make sure y'all like the video, hype the video, comment below. Without further ado, let's dive into the content.
Okay, so we got your take on this. Does this have anything to do with the fact that everyone thinks you hate men?
For sure. For sure.
I need you to break this down. I know you don't hate men. You really don't in real life.
I absolutely vehemently despise a certain type of man.
Exactly. A certain type.
Yes.
Emphasis on that.
And if you think I hate men, it's probably you.
What's the type?
I hate a bitch, first of all. Okay. I hate a bitch ass man.
Well,
I
what
hate
makes
a bitch ass man. Just doing bitch. You know what I'm talking about.
But they don't, clearly. We need to school them.
Yeah, if you think I'm talking about you, you are. That's what I'm talking about. The reason that people who know me know I don't hate men is because, one, I am around men all the time.
Yeah.
I have brothers. I have friends. I've got specs. Okay, I've got men around me all the time. I talk to men every single day that I am in no way romantically involved with. I cannot stand. I can't stand ass women either, but it's very like ass women. Nobody really ass women. They're obnoxious. They just disrupt everything. Ass men have an ability to blend in. You know, with
Nah, one of these guys must have busted you down. I think that's what it is. I think one of these, and this woman cusses like a goddamn sailor, and it's very annoying and it's very disgusting. I don't even understand how she's still in the industry and entertainment, saying that she's around men. I don't know who's funding this because the way how she speaks is horrible. But I think some guy snatched that cat up a couple times, and that's why she speaks the way she speaks.
ass men, and then like they can hide it. They can just like bounce around. They can jump behind them and hide it. A ass man is it's the worst. Like nothing more repulsive to me.
I mean, what are they? Are they just disrespectful? Are they?
She can't even name it.
Just like weak, low life. Don't stand for. They do for the attention of other men.
Okay. Yell on the internet.
They're on the internet talking about women's bodies. They're defending people like Ennis. Ennis is a bitch ass. Well, he's a bitch ass woman now, but he was a bitch ass man. Now he's a bitch ass woman.
So you mad because Ennis is actually trying to expose the hypocrisy of the standards of the world. You would think that a woman who tries to stand for what's right would actually understand where Enes Kanter and the other ex-NBA player is coming from as to what they are trying to do. I think this woman is cosplaying. She's cosplaying a character that is literally supposed to be angry at any and everything. But I think the character that she's playing is going to end up backfiring on her horribly.
He actually checks both boxes of the type of people that I hate. Yeah, I hate the patriarchy. So very often, even men who aren't necessarily fully developed will take offense to what I say because they benefit from things that I don't like about the patriarchy.
Yeah.
So like this whole conversation that we just had about women and budgets and all that, like so many men complain about women wanting men to pay for things. Mm-hmm. Well, it's like, honey, men invented that system.
Right. Yeah.
Men invented a system where women did not have access to money so that they could control women.
It's just gotten to the modern age to where women can actually do these jobs. See, women couldn't do the jobs that men were doing back in the day. Because if you're pregnant with children, why would we put you in a factory? Why would we put you on a railroad? Really think about that. It's not until this day and age, until you can have women get on these cameras, these softer type jobs. Men were working very dangerous jobs that they could die, that they were dying from. So I don't think she really understands what she's talking about when she talk about the patriarchy, building the system, and then we get to a point. See, that's why it's really not even real true patriarchy, because as you can see, as the system has progressed throughout time, a lot of these women are benefiting and thriving. Oh, I thought the patriarchy was bad. No, it takes certain systems in place to get to another place.
It was your idea. We didn't come up with that idea. It was your idea. It was men's idea.
She looking at her like she crazy.
Why wouldn't I hate that? And also, if you don't like paying for women, you should hate it too.
Nobody had a problem with it.
Book. Like, go to a library, read a book, read a page of a book. Like that.
This woman is special.
That patriarchal. There's so many layers to it. How nobody cares about men's health. Y'all invented that system where you have to be these stone cold soldiers that follow along whatever Papa says. That's your idea of what being a strong man is.
Yeah, let another country snatch this woman up. Let an invader or some type of terrorist snatch this woman up, and you will see she is gonna be screaming for those guys to come help her. I don't understand, how can you argue men being men have to defend the people that they love and care about? They soil. Like, this is wild, hearing her even trying like shame stuff like that. This is when you live in a bubble. This is how you act when you live in a bubble.
Emotionally intelligent, kind, loving person is weak to you. So when we don't give a about your feelings, because that's what you've said for thousands of years we're supposed to do.
And
now you want to whine and cry that we don't care about Men's Health Day. What the is Men's Mental Health Day? Y'all don't. Are we supposed to organize Men's Mental Health Day? Are we supposed to do that?
I know what this is, y'all.
What?
I know what this is.
But like we organize everything.
Like we organize everything else. Yeah. So my thing is, like, I hate the patriarchy more than anything. Like, it's every element of it is destructive and to both men and women, and men benefit enough from it that they're not willing to tear it down so that they can actually live full lives.
What the does that mean?
And the ass men that I hate would be
you have to put in work to live a full life. What are you talking about?
In the pit, the moment that I was put in power. But like real men do not get offended by anything I say, because they know I'm not talking about them.
No, and they be laughing.
Everybody's laughing.
They be laughing.
It doesn't matter who it is.
They know I'm not talking about them. And again, like, people will watch this and get irritated and think I'm talking about them, and I am absolutely talking about you. I'm talking about you.
We know what you're doing.
I just need everyone to understand, Joy does not just wake up every day, go walk around and be like, I hate men.
She plays a character
right now, so I can tell him I hate him. Like, that's not what's happening.
She's playing a character.
I need you to wrap your head around that. Like, this is crazy.
The funny thing is, I'm really like a lover girl.
You are. And you're really hilarious.
I'm really a lover girl, and I love, like, being sweet to a man. Like, I will do all of the things. I'll rub your head and rub your back and, like, say all these sweet things to you and tell you how gorgeous you are every day. Like, I am that girl, but you have to create a space where I can do that.
But you're also the girl that's like, do you remember growing up and it was like,
let me just speak real quick. This is why the internet is scary. And I'm going to tell you why. Because what she's doing, she's trying to take an extreme point of view. See, when you have people who come from maybe the world of journalism, she has to take a stance. And what she's going to do, she's going to play this stance role. I think she's still not a great individual to be around because of the stance that she took is very, very on the extreme side. But she's going to live this stance. See, she's the one that's going to send out a narrative for people to feed off of. And she just wants to feed. She just wants to be fed. Whatever way she can be fed, possibly, whether it's positive or negative. But there's all this, I really do this. No, nobody believes you. I really don't believe this is who she is trying to be. I think she is probably difficult, but she's playing a character.
The few girls in the neighborhood, and it's like, oh, they cool as f-. Like, they cool with all the girls, they cool with all the dudes. Like, they just mad chill. They hella cool. That's also you.
Well, I'm homegirl for sure.
Yes.
Homegirl for sure, which also is another thing that a lot of men on the internet get mad about, because they're like, everyone's just trying to fuck you. No, baby, you're trying to fuck me, and you can't.
Nobody cares. That's another thing.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you act like bro, this is wild when they think the box is special, when it's like millions of women that look way better than you. That's way cheaper, and that's why guys going to other countries for sure.
Likely no one's fucking you. Which is why. Because again, like, men don't care about that.
Get you easy.
No.
They don't care about that.
No.
it really is just like a certain type of man.
It's definitely a certain type of man, but I need to make that very clear. It's a specific man, not all men. Okay.
You
But
can tell
always a
she
man.
want to be honest with her, but she just fully can't
But
be.
always a man. I also think like the gender war like concept that
Mhm.
goes on the internet, like there is a gender war. It's
For
been
sure.
going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just that everyone is not educated enough on how we got here to understand what the conflict is. And
Possibly
what
you.
I will say, not on behalf of men, because God forbid it, but we as women need to adjust what these gender roles really mean.
Mm.
Because if you are like this whole 50-50 thing, yeah, if you're in a long-term relationship and the man is not the primary provider, you are going 50-50.
I thought that was a good
Like,
thing,
If
right?
he is the primary provider.
Then you're having that conversation.
It's not a but
What's the
What I'm saying
problem?
is like
Wait.
people are having money conversations.
Yeah.
Like this whole concept of like, oh, I'm not gonna be with nobody if they don't pay all my bills. Okay, I love that for you.
yeah, I mean they're usually single, the ones that say that.
But I love that for
That
you.
is
Like,
true.
look for a man that is a traditional man. Likely, you will not find someone who's going to pay all your bills, and you're going to have to compromise and pay some bills.
Okay.
Because that is what society demands based off of the economy.
Mm-hmm.
If we lived in a more traditional society, or otherwise known as a more oppressive to women society, men would be expected to go make the money and the women would take care of the house.
But you just complained about that with the patriarchy, though.
We had that. Women didn't like that. That's why we fought back for rights.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you could leave a woman and she would have no money. Going back to if a man provided and
Yeah.
gave you $5,000 a month, right?
Right.
So I just think people don't understand how we got here, and women need to adjust these type of expectations or live with the fact that you may not check that box. Like, I don't look for a man to pay my bills.
No, and I think if you're looking
I look for a man that pays his own bills.
Yeah.
And then if we get together, I will continue to pay my bills and he will pay his bills. And then when we go out together, sometimes I will pay, sometimes he will pay.
That's still 50-50. I don't care how you try and shake it. Sometimes he's paying, sometimes you're paying. That's definitely still a 50-50 dynamic. Maybe y'all not splitting the bill down the middle, but that means the relationship is still being split when it comes down to who's paying who. That's what I think she is filled up of internet talking points. This is scary. She's taking some of the most controversial points online and just spilling a whole bunch out because she's contradicting herself. That's when you know it doesn't make sense, when you start hearing the contradictions.
If we're in a relationship.
Yeah.
But like, what are we talking about here?
Yeah, it's really never been that deep to me. I have been in a long-term relationship since the beginning of time.
Mhm.
I feel like at this point it's over half my life.
Respect.
Essentially.
Yeah.
It just, sometimes he has more, sometimes I have more. Sometimes we're the same, sometimes we're in a messed up state. Like it's been so many phases.
That's how it's going to be.
And it's just however it lands. It's
Because
how
you're
it
partners.
lands.
Like
I respect.
that's how it goes when you're partners. Like you
there is
figure
no
it out.
deep ass conversation about it. Like,
Right. And when
That was a check. Joy might have didn't take it like that, but that was a check. I'm going to take it as a check. It's not a deep ass conversation. Joy's making it deeper than what it is. She just spitting out all this rhetoric. Oh, the patriarchy, this and that. You women want a man to take care of you. I'm not going to go for 50-50. I want a man to do. You just saying a whole bunch of nothing.
one of you is up, then we're all up.
yeah.
But even that, like, I do feel like the conversation about like, oh, well, would you get with a man that you need to build with? No. I'm 39 years old.
Yeah, I would, if I
What
had
are
to
you
start
building?
over at 35, no.
Duh.
But I met him when I was 17.
Correct.
Exactly.
And at 17, y'all don't have shit. So you have to build it.
Mhm.
But no, at 39, I am not building someone's life. The fuck? I don't have children for a reason. I don't
Yeah.
have to create another person.
Wow.
No. But when I was 20,
But you did say that you just need a man who can pay his own bills. But guess what? That ain't enough. Why you giving the surface level? You want a guy who can be exceptional, who can still spend extra money outside of the bills. Stop acting like it's as simple as it sounds in your mind.
yeah, we have to build something. We're building our lives.
Mhm.
I have a built life now. So like all of these have to be applied in the appropriate space. Like I was in an event once a couple years ago, and this young man came up to me and was talking to me about the podcast, and he was like, so what did he say? He was like, so if I asked you on a date, would you...
He's bold.
Would you...
Say he's bold.
I think he said, this was a while ago. I'm trying to, I've told this story before, so I'm trying to tell it properly. Forgive me if I am messing up some details. But he basically was like, would you pay 50-50? Or like, would you go to Cheesecake Factory? Or what, like something like that. Like basically like, would I go to a restaurant with him that like wasn't
you said
very
like
expensive?
2 different things.
And I was like, let me ask you something. How old are you? And he was like 23. I was like, you shouldn't be worried about nothing I'm doing.
Baby.
You should not be worried about nothing I'm doing.
The internet's confusing him.
In my late 30s. We are not at the same place in life.
You know what's crazy, bro? She said late 30s, bro. I thought she was in her 40s. I'm not even gonna lie. And there's no knock to Joy. I'm not saying she's unattractive. She just seemed like she was older. But she said, here's the thing about it. I understand you're older. You want a man that's a little bit older, just in a different space. But we really just think about people and what people are going to do. If we didn't have all these jobs and whatnot, people are going to be fucking and surviving. Just being honest. And that 23-year-old man, he probably still going to be able to, but he's still going to bust you down just like an older man is going to bust you down, potentially. And when it comes down to the surviving aspect, ma'am, you said you made all your money. Why can't you go for somebody else? You said you don't need a man to take care of you. See, this is why when you start hearing the standards, it goes right back to the patriarchy as to how biology has made it designed just by design. But when we start trying to live outside of that, you start hearing the contradictions.
Okay. What I expect from someone who asks for an evening of my time is none of your business. If I was 23, yeah, we go to Cheesecake Factory. Like,
What's
the
wrong?
fuck? I expect Mastro's?
What's wrong with?
No.
Yeah.
But I take myself to Mastro's.
What?
So why would I be, what are you offering to me as a 23-year-old besides dick, which is in abundance?
He don't value you. That's why.
That would make me want to do that. Like, is it your personality?
She don't
That's
understand
crazy.
that her
he came up
market
to me and
value
asked
done
you that.
dropped.
Where were you?
I was at some branding event, and he wasn't rude about it. I wasn't mad at him. I really more wanted to explain to him, like, you shouldn't be worried about what a grown ass woman is doing.
Oh no, he gonna bust you down.
And the internet has
Because
made him
the internet
worried.
flattens a lot of things.
Yeah.
And it's like, that doesn't make sense. Now, if a man my age is like, hey, let's go to this local, taco spot, like this mom and pop shop that I really love on a first date. Great. That might be it. By the way, Cheesecake Factory is not cheap. So I don't know where we got
For the chicks who getting busted down by younger guys, I don't know why they try and act like, oh, I'd rather the older man come and say, you're going to be more strict on that older man than you're going to be strict on that young man, because you're going to be like, oh, he's young, so he don't know no better. So you're going to allow him to do certain things and get away with it that the older man can't get away with. You see how funny that is?
It's a $70 dinner.
I love Cheesecake Factory. I might get it tonight. Now that we're talking about it.
I do like the chicken piccata. But the point is, there are things within that range that are completely appropriate for a first date. It's more about the principle of going somewhere that is like a chain restaurant, which in LA, you have the option of going to a million different places that are in that same price range that are very cool. There's always a cool new restaurant that's opened. But the bigger point of it is be in your age range, be in your financial range, be in your motivation range. You shouldn't be dating somebody who doesn't want the same things that you want.
Period, yeah.
And that I think is a bigger conversation.
I don't always.
People go after things they should have no business going after in the first place. Prime example of this poor 23-year-old.
I don't think he was asking me out.
Man, that man wanted to bust you down. I'm going to end it, y'all. I'll be honest. I think I did myself a disservice even probably reacting to it, listening through all the man hate in the beginning portion of it, because it was pretty rough. And this girl cussed like a sailor, man. Somebody has to bleep out all those cuss words. So that's definitely a headache. Man, Miss Joy Taylor, this woman is a real piece of work. Like I said, I think she's just caught up into the internet talking points. And she's going to play a persona. She's going to play a character, because one moment you say you love men, you have men in your life that you really appreciate, but then you get online and you just talk a whole bunch of trash about men. It's one thing if you're reacting to people, or let's just say men, saying things. That's one thing if you react to something, because then it's like I can go off of what someone is saying out their mouth. But I'm never going to just sit right here and just spit out a whole bunch of rhetoric, because when I do that, now it just feel like I got some type of buildup of something that happened to me. But if you're reacting to someone saying something, that's a whole lot different. We don't see this with. She's just talking. She's just throwing out what these as men are. That's why the woman had to ask, like, give me an example. Who are you talking about? Like, how can you have this much of a buildup? And see, her getting older, I know she think like she's attractive, but man, she's very common, and her body's very common. And she don't realize that she's gonna get older. It's gonna start slowly dropping down. It's not gonna look the same. It's definitely going to, she's gonna be a shell of herself eventually. So all this like high and mighty beauty, your money feel like it make you better than what you really are. See, once you strip a lot of that stuff away, you will see how regular you really are, because you have to say, who are you without all that? Because the things you're saying right now, you can't go to some other country or around a whole bunch of guys talking like that. Like, we don't want to know what's going to happen if you do something like that, because that's not how the world works. But see, when you're on the internet, you can talk a whole bunch of stuff, you can say all these things, but we still got to speak from more of a realistic perspective too, as to how people really coexist with each other. Like, I feel like some of her talking points is dangerous. It's really not that hard, because if you weren't living in this system, you would have to live in another system, and it would possibly be some corruption somewhere in the system. We don't live in a utopia. It ain't gonna be all sunshine and rainbows. Everybody is not 100% good. There's gonna be bad within people as well, and I'm okay to admit that. I'm not good all the time. Like, we gotta stop all this. Everybody just gotta be good and care about. You ain't gonna say, okay, what about, okay, how about this one? A lot of y'all all eat meat. But then at the same time, you'll feel bad when the animal is getting killed. It's a part of life. It's a part of life. You can't shame one thing while you're doing another thing. That's why nobody's hands is clean of anything that could be perceived as bad. Because in another perception, it could be perceived as the right thing. You got to understand what you're doing things for. But y'all take this for what it's worth. I hope y'all appreciated it. If y'all didn't, it is what it is. We just got to continue with the journey. We're going to listen to a lot of bull crap. We're going to listen to a lot of positivity. That's what a lot of this reaction stuff is, man. We just listening and reacting to a lot of the bull, a lot of the things that, you know, might really intrigue us, things that we appreciate, things that's just comical and entertaining. But joy is definitely on the entertaining and comical list. But I'll let y'all be the judge of that. And make sure I like the video, comment below. It's your guy JayBReacts. Until next time, y'all. Peace.